Happy New Year. I'm here to do my famous Cajun gumbo. Okay, it's a seafood gumbo, but I also add some chicken and some sausage in there. So these are my ingredients that, oh, I got my shrimp, okay? Can't forget my shrimp. But these are my ingredients. I start out with the gumbo mix. Usually I use the Zatarans, but they didn't have the Zatarans, so I use this. Some people use the gumbo filet, but I love this right here because all the seasonings are pretty much in there. I just add a few seasons myself, a little bit of salt, pepper, some paprika, a little bit of Old Bay, and some cayenne pepper. So I put that in there, and of course onion. Cut my own onion up so that I have onion taste in there, fresh. Cayenne pepper, like I said before, Old Bay, and my sauce. So what I'm going to do first is I just took my seafood out. I like to keep my seafood pretty much frozen up until the time that I put in the shrimp and the crab legs are the last thing that goes in. So I'm going to take those and I'm going to put those back into the freezer. They're still frozen. I don't need these until the gumbo's pretty much done, okay? And it doesn't take long to make gumbo. It's pretty fast. So these are already peeled and cleaned, so they'll be really easy just to drop into the pot. I'll probably, if the tail's on them, I'll take the tails off. I don't want people to have to eat the tails. And this is the final touch. Just put these in. These are snow crabs, wild cut. So I'll put these in at the end. People like to just pick a couple of the legs off or the claws off and eat them along with the gumbo. So I'm gonna put these back in the freezer so that they stay nice and cold. And that's 2 pounds of shrimp, and I have right here 2 pounds of crab legs. So we're gonna have quite a bit of seafood in here. This over here. Do a little bit of rearranging our freezer, make everything fit. Awesome. Okay. So this is usually the pot that I use. Sometimes I'll use a bigger pot, but this one works out for me pretty well. I'll just go ahead and I'm going to defrost the sausage. I use the andouille Cajun sausage. These are really good in gumbo. Okay, you can use beef sausage also, smoked beef sausage, but these work out really well. Normally I just put these in, but these are going to be going in with the roux. So I'll just put these in here, defrost them. That's meat, and then I'm gonna put it's about 1.5 pounds. All right. So while that's doing, we got the pot over here. Normally, what you do is we'll put a little butter inside the pan, saute the onions. Put our roux mix in there according to the directions. We do follow the directions, and then put our own seasoning to taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. We'll come back when we're a little bit more advanced into the cooking process and got everything defrosted. Oh, by the way, also got a defrosted chicken, and I will put about. I'll put probably half of this. This is a 3 pounds. I'll probably put about 1.5 pounds of the chicken. I'm going to take this out right now and start defrosting the chicken. Normally what I do, because the chicken will be cooked in the roux, and that's going to get that chicken that nice flavor, that Cajun flavor, and the spices are all in the chicken. So every bite of chicken is going to be amazing. Okay, and we also cook, like I said, the sausage with it too. The only thing we drop at the end is the seafood, obviously, because we don't want the shrimp to be all soggy and the crab legs to be all soggy either. So make sure I wash my hands. I'm probably washing my hands about 20-30 times while I'm cooking gumbo because I'm always touching something. So I got my paper towel here, ready to go. And as I move along and start grabbing stuff, I make sure I put it in the dishwasher so that I keep myself clean. So right here, just gonna go ahead and drop about half of this. And these are already they have the skin and the bones off of it, so it's boneless, skinless. So it makes it easier to cook with. And I think that's gonna be it. Put the rest of this in the freezer and save it for another day. You never know. When the gumbo, sometimes, you know, people start digging out the gumbo. They want all the chicken and the shrimp and the crab legs and the sausage, and they want all that stuff. And then later on, you got the soup left over, and just drop a couple pieces of the chicken in there, and you're good to go. Because that flavor is gonna be good. And over top of rice, it's like a nice little chicken soup, you know, with that Cajun flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and run some water on this, and it's not gonna take long because, like I said, there's no bones in here. Just put some nice cold water. Let this defrost over here in some cold water there. They're still frozen, so the water stays pretty cold. And if I need to, I can just throw it back into the microwave and put it on the frost just to get it perfect. All right, I cover that. Make sure it's covered good. Yep, I got a good temperature inside there. And as long as the water temperature is a little bit warmer than the chicken itself, it will start defrosting. And like I said, if I need some additional help, I'll just go ahead and pop it in the microwave. But right now, we're gonna look at my Cajun mix. Like I said, you know, normally what I do is just come over here, I look at the directions, and then they want us to basically put this in here with a little bit of butter and kind of get it right, and then put in our seasonings. And then once we get that soupy mixture together, and then that's pretty much it for gumbo. We start dropping in the chicken and the sausage, and we normally will cook the sausage right there with the butter too. Get that in there so that once the sausage is done, we're gonna get hot. Okay, but I'll be back with you. I just wanted to give you an intro to my famous gumbo. I make every single New Year's Day, and family comes over. They'll grab a bowl. Some of them will stay. Some of them will go, but we just have it available so that they can come over and get something to eat. You know, they probably were out last night, you know, hanging out with other family. But we do make it with the jasmine rice, and we put that in the rice in a rice cooker so that it comes out nice and it's not sticky. It's dry, but it's soft, and the texture is really well. And if we cook it right, and normally when it's just 1-to-1, so 1 part rice, 1 part water, real simple in our cooker, rice cooker, and it comes out absolutely perfect. But we'll be right back with you. We'll probably be further along in the cooking process, probably have everything cut up, and I might bring you in as I start cutting it up, just kind of so you can see how I put it all together. Okay, so we'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm back. I'm further down the line. I think the sausage is ready. Let me take it out. Yeah, just a little bit more. Yeah, this one's looking good. Probably about another couple more minutes in here on the defrost, and then we'll be good to go. It has 9 seconds left. But I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more time in there. Let's see. Go ahead and clear that out. Hit the frost. 1 here. And then I'm going to enter just like 5. That gives me about 3 minutes. And that's all I need. But in the meantime, just a couple things and one thing that's very important, I have to show you my companion drink. Okay, everybody knows that I start the holiday right around November with eggnog, and eggnog stays in my refrigerator the whole entire season. And when the eggnog's gone, the season's over. So and also a little bit of Ansbach, some brandy. I love brandy in my eggnog. Sometimes I just drink eggnog in the morning by itself. But this goes really well with cooking gumbo. Just a little bit. You don't need a whole bunch. I want to make sure I have my wits about me as I put my favorite recipe, gumbo recipe, together. And even though it's not the Zatarans and it's the Raging Cajun, it's pretty much, I looked at it, it's pretty much the same seasonings in it, so the gumbo should come out the same. I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up, make sure that I have the right amount of brandy to eggnog. And like I said, when the eggnog's gone, the season's gone. And you see, also cooking with my buddy Simba. So I'm always, you know, hanging out with my Disney friends. This really keeps me happy. Everybody knows love Disney and everything Disney. I drive around with Olaf. Olaf drives around with me. He's my companion. Oh, one thing, you cannot have eggnog. And sorry, I'm bringing my back to you. Okay. Where is it at? Oh my God. Here it goes. Oh. Everybody knows you cannot have eggnog without nutmeg. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some nutmeg in there. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Get my spoon again. Go ahead and kind of wipe that off. And right now the chicken's in here looking pretty good. I'm gonna get some tongs. I don't want to touch the chicken. One thing when you're cooking, especially seafood and poultry, you do not want to cross-contaminate, you know, your food, or you don't want to touch chicken, or, and it's almost getting there. I can see it. You don't want to cross-contaminate your chicken or your seafood with things like, you know, just actually touch it and then touch other things, other pieces of food that's cooked, or a glass or somewhere that you're gonna touch other things with. So just kind of keep, you know, your hands clean the whole time. It's looking good. Oh my God, look at that. That's awesome. You can take a little sip. Great mix. Perfection. And this is Ansbach. We get it from, we first learned about this in Germany when we were stationed in Germany. We were there for about 6 years, and we used to get served this at German restaurants. So now we can get it ourselves from our favorite Class 6 or ABC store. And like I said, once the eggnog gone, the seasoning's gone. So what we managed to do, we had to put 2 quarts of water. I have some chicken broth that is going to go also inside my pan. And then this is butter, but it's unsalted butter. Okay, so this makes for a better cooking experience and taste. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to chop up our smoked sausage. It's ready. And then put my nutmeg over here, my drink right here. Get my favorite cutting board. And sorry I have to turn my back to you every once in a while. Oh yeah, this is the knife. Okay, and I'll put this over here because I might have to go use it. Oh wow, yes, that 3 minutes was perfect on this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw this on with a real, probably about 7.0. That's about 3/4 of the way. Drop my butter in here and get that butter going. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our shrimp in there, okay, and get our shrimp going, and then we're going to do our onions. So, not shrimp, sorry. I mean the sausage. So we're going to go ahead and prepare the sausage. This is my microwave bowl, so I'll get another bowl for the sausage. And I do use quite a few bowls while I'm doing this. So I'll take out a few bowls. This one will be for the chicken, and this one will be for the sausage. All right. Put that in here. Ooh, the sausage is actually a little warm. You got an extra 3 minutes. Just did the trick. Okay, right here. Just slice it. Just small pieces. And I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and. It's hard for you to see my sausage. Let me see if I can get this to bring it down a little. Yeah, now you can see. Okay, bring that around. Okay, that's moving pretty. Okay, see the chicken right there. Okay, perfect. Oh, nope, come down a little more. Come down, baby. This thing is a little sensitive. All right, there it goes. Okay, you don't need to see my face, but I just little small bite-sized pieces is all I need. Yep, small bite-sized pieces. Because I'm going to be dropping this into the butter or oil. You can put oil in there too. You don't have to use butter. Sometimes I put oil in butter. Just kind of give me some volume as far as the. Okay, there we go. And I forgot to tell you, I am doubling this recipe, so everything is being doubled. So that's one pack for one box, and another pack for another box. The reason why I do that is I want gumbo for a couple days, not just let me go back up here. Yeah, okay, there it goes. Yeah, I like to have gumbo for a couple days, not just on New Year's Day. So the next day I have it for lunch, for dinner, and then for lunch, and then I'll freeze a little bit of it if there's some left. But most of the time it's not anything good left. You know, maybe only just the sauce and everything. So we got the first of the sausage cut up. We're gonna do the second batch. Like I said, I'm doubling the recipe, so I got 2 boxes, so everything's doubled. It's gonna make work, and the extra boxes gives me extra soup. I can hear the butter churning in there. I probably could put another stick of butter in there. Let me see. I gotta keep my eyes on it. When you cut with a knife, don't turn and look and see if you have butter, because you will have no fingers. Okay, yeah, it's looking good. So I'm gonna toss the first batch in here. Ooh, never. Stir it up. You don't want anything to burn in the bottom. Okay, you just sauteed it up. Nothing to burn. Okay, kind of break them up a little bit. Break it up, break it up, break it up, break down. Okay. All right, clean up as we go. That is the trick to doing this thing right. Just clean up as we go. If you don't, you'll have a mess in your hand later on. So. Okay, I can hear that sizzling in there. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. We'll be cutting up the chicken here in a second. And let me go ahead and okay, get myself there. And the chicken looks pretty good. It's almost there. You might give it a little bit of help. Let me see. Oh, I think that should work. Yeah, get it cut up. We'll see. Put a little bit more in here. Alright, next step is going to be our onion. And I made breakfast this morning, so I made some bacon and some hash browns and some cheese omelet. So this is the onion that was left over from the hash browns. I made hash browns and onions. So, awesome. So I just cut it up and slice this up. Probably gonna turn that fire down so that I don't want anything to burn on the bottom of the pan. Sometimes when you bring that fire up, if you're not stirring quite a bit. Oh yeah, that's looking good. That's looking really good. All right, so what I do is I'll cut this in half. That piece right there. Cut it in half. And I got this cool gadget that I use. Put it together. You'll constantly see me cleaning things up and reusing things and so forth and so on. This is pretty cool. Watch this. Oh yeah. Nice little small pieces of onion. I'll come back here and make sure it's there a little bit more. Like I said, I didn't really turn it down much. It's still looking good. Yep, that knife right there. Crunch that up. Crunch this up right here. Yeah, this thing has like little knives on there, and as you push down, the knives come up and they just slice and turn. So it gives you a nice diced look to it. Put that in there. Let that onion kind of saute. Along. Yeah, oh, that looks so good. Yes. Okay. That's sauteing in there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and start our chicken and get that all sliced up. Oh yeah, see, it's a little still cold or frozen, but that's okay. It'll slice up. So I drop it in that hot butter. Yeah, see, that's nice. All right, a little dice and dice and dice, and you put them in bite-sized pieces. Obviously, this one needs to be cut again because we're starting to get to the fatty part, not the fatty part, but the thick part of the thigh. And these are boneless, skinless thighs, and they'll cook down. So I can even leave them that big. They will cook down. I don't want them too small because then the pieces will start like dissolving into the roux. And I like, I like to bite into chicken and get that nice chunk. Makes me feel like I have like a nice hearty soup. And that's what gumbo is. It's just basically a seafood soup or chicken and sausage soup, a meat soup. Okay, so that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this in here and get that nice and cooked up too. And like I said, I'm probably going to end up having to put another thing of butter in here, but we'll see. It's still looking good, still saucing up. And in a second here, and I'm going to, well, let me cut up some more, then I'll wash my hands. I got to watch out because I'm starting to touch things. So, so you don't want to cross-contaminate poultry or seafood with other things. So that's why I haven't had a drink. I want a drink, I don't want that eggnog to get too watery with the ice. But I can't do anything until I get this chicken cut down so that I'm not cross-contaminating. I can wash my hands with soap and get some of that chicken juices off of me. And then I can start touching other things. All right. So the chicken's looking good. Go ahead and pop that in there too. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of chicken. Yeah, this is what's gonna make it good. Like I said, and sorry, I got my back to you. I don't have a camera on this side. But this is what's gonna make it good, because the chicken and the sausage is really what makes it. The seafood is an additional bonus. And ooh, this nice little pieces already chunked up. This nice little bonus. Perfection. Yep, those are perfect pieces. Yep. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna cut this one up right here. And now, so okay, get my hands cleaned up. So just to recap, what I did is I took out a nice pan. It's about 6-quart pan or pot. I added some butter in it, which is the no salt butter, and then added my sausage cut up into bite-sized pieces. Added my onion, which I sliced and diced with this thing right here. And then I cut up my chicken thighs, which was boneless and skinless, into nice pieces, and put it into the pot. And then I'm just kind of stirring it up. I want it all to get nice and sauteed. I am going to put some seasoning in here. I've got a little cayenne pepper that I'm going to put in. Nice, okay. And remember, the roux this is already seasoned, so we don't want to put too much seasoning. And I usually say it's the Old Bay for the seafood, when I put the seafood in and everything. We're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper. Not much. This is just to season the meat and everything. And then a little bit of pepper. We got cayenne pepper, regular pepper. And that's going to give you that nice little spiciness. And after this gets kind of cooked down a little bit more, we're going to add, we got 4 quarts of water. We're going to put in here. Right now there's only 1 quart. It's 2 quarts per box. We're doubling it. And then I'm going to also put a can of chicken broth in there. Okay, for the chicken broth to go in. And I will take off about 8 ounces of water to replace it with the chicken broth. Okay, so let me go ahead and clean up, and I'll be back with you in a few. We'll be further down along the line, and everything will be cleaned up, and we'll start getting the rest of the gumbo put together. Okay, now remember, seafood is going to go last, so that's going to be quite a while. This soup will cook for at least an hour to get everything in there, and then we'll proceed to making the rice and putting the seafood in. Okay, so without further ado, I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm back. I did a little bit of cleaning up, and I'm going to enjoy a little bit of my eggnog right now. Oh, it is very, very good. Very good. That Ansbach really and the eggnog really blends in really well with that nutmeg. So what I've done now is all the meat's in here, and the chicken's still cooking down. We've got to cook that chicken down. Chicken takes a while to cook down. And even though this is going to be simmering here for about an hour after I put all the water in, we still want that chicken to be cooked very well before we start. It's going to get cooked even more. So the chicken's going to have more of that fall off the bone type, feel to it, where you're not going to be like really chomping it. It's going to give that soup, so everything is going to kind of flow along with the sausage, and it's going to have all that Cajun mix in there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open up one box, and once I open up the box, well, let me let this get in here. Yeah, the chicken's looking good. So it's really coming together. Yep. Probably give it another minute. But I think we're ready. And so once I put the box in here, then I'll put one box, 2 quarts, or actually 4 quarts, 2 quarts, 4 quarts. And this is what the package looks like. So this is all your seasoning pack right here. Okay, with your gumbo file or fillet. Some people call it file, some people call it fillet. You know, just depends. And then we'll put our water in there. I think we're almost there. Almost, yes. And what I do is I kind of just look at it and make sure that the chicken is cooked, you know, and make sure that it's not undone. So the chicken's looking good. The sausage is looking good. So I'm going to add my package. And like I said, I'll add a package and then 2 quarts of water. So I should bring you with me. After I do this, I'll let you see what it looks like on the inside. But we're going to get that. It's almost like making gravy, okay? So, you know, once you put the seasoning packet in there, you got to kind of stir it in so you don't have any lumps. So kind of stir it in, let it cook in there, then add more water. Yeah. Get it nice and always looking good. I mean, already it's looking good. We only got the first quart of water. Okay. Starting already to look good. Yeah, so what I'll do is bring you over so that you can actually see. Let me see. See if you can see inside the pot. Is it gonna let you? Let me see. Bring down the pot. And there you go. Yes. So this is just with the first quart, and it has the chicken and the sausage and the onions all sauteed and the unsalted butter, and that's how we get this rolling. And then we put in the Raging Cajun authentic gumbo mix. So like I said, we used to use Zatarans, but they didn't have any, so I think that this is going to work out very well. Okay, so I want to put in another quart, and then I'm going to put a half a quart in and the chicken broth, and then let that go. Okay, so I'll be right back with you. Just wanted you to see what we're doing, and I think I need a little bit more of my eggnog. Okay, we're back, and I'm enjoying this eggnog. It's very good. One thing about cooking on camera and just regular cooking is you gotta make sure you don't have a milk stain or eggnog stain. So let's keep that handy. So what I did was I wanted to put the other quart in here. I ended up putting a whole quart in because I do have another package to put in. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get this hot. The reason why I do 1 quart, bring the heat up, let it heat, and then put another quart is if I put too much water in there, it's going to bring the temperature down inside the pot. So I want to keep the temperature up, so I'll boil it a little bit, get it nice and hot, then pour more water in it, which is going to cool it down, but I don't want to cool it down too much. And sometimes I'll go up on it a little bit, and so I can see the boil part of it. So I do want it to boil before I start working on another package. I did say that I was going to have some cornbread, so This is my Jiffy cornbread that I'm going to use. Got 2 boxes, so you can pick up the gumbo and pick up some cornbread along with it. That kind of helps that that soupy sauce. You know, put the cornbread in there with the soupy sauce. It gives you that texture. So, and the sweetness. So you get the heat and the sweet at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and dump in. That's been in there for a little while, so I got to heaten up a little bit more to bring it to a boil. And I'm going to go ahead and put some Swanson chicken broth in. Okay. And one thing I do before I take anything out of my cabinets, if I check the date, and this date's good till somewhere in June 2025, so I'm still good. But I always make sure I check the date. Sometimes stuff I buy it for Thanksgiving and I don't use it, and the next Thanksgiving come around, I'm like, whoa, it's getting close, but still good. Another little bit more eggnog. Awesome. And go ahead and stir. So it's looking really good. You can see the seasoning pack is really coming out. The color is just amazing. And pretty much you can make rice right here, right now. You let it simmer for about 25 minutes and get it nice and mixed in and hot. And you can make the rice and you'll be perfect. Okay, you don't have to go any further than this. If you want some good gumbo, you're almost there. Okay, but I like to take it a little bit further by putting in the seafood and adding some of my own special touches to it. So I'm going to go ahead and let this simmer for a little while, and then we're going to come back and we're going to add some seafood. First I'll do, before I do seafood, I think I'm going to make the rice. I want to show you how I make rice. So let's do the rice and then we'll do the seafood. But when the seafood goes in, we are ready to rock. Okay, we're ready to eat. Okay, so normally about 15 minutes after that seafood's in, the table's all ready to go, and we're good to go. I'm gonna have a little bit more of my eggnog, and I'll see you when we're finished cooking this. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm back. Had to take care of a few things, like take down decorations outside, but in the meantime, the gumbo has been simmering in here on low, and it's getting really, really nice. Looking at it, I decided I wanted to add some more smoked sausage, so we're going to add some smoked sausage to the mix, and then we're going to let it simmer for a little while before we start on the rice. So we just put some smoked sausage in there, let it simmer some more, and then we'll get back with the rice and the cornbread. Hello, we're back, and I'm really enjoying this second glass of eggnog. So good. Okay, so right now what we're about to do is make our jasmine rice. Any good soup or gumbo deserves a nice bowl of rice underneath. And so we're going to mix jasmine rice using our rice cooker. And if you know, any Filipino home has a rice cooker. Okay, and this is, my wife is Filipino, so we have a rice cooker, and probably every Filipino family has at least one rice cooker, if not 2 or 3. So what we do is I use a 1-to-1 ratio. So I go in here, I got a cup. I'm going to take a cup, and I'm probably going to do 2 cups. Make sure we have enough rice. It's easy to make enough. So that's a 1 cup of rice. Pour it in here. Get another cup. And I could have brought the bowl here, the rice cooker bowl here, but I already plugged it in, so it's kind of warm. So kind of mix that one up. All right, another thing of rice. Okay, so that's 2 helpings of rice. You know what? I think I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna get 3 because I'm telling you, everybody loads up on the rice underneath that gumbo because it's so good. It's like when you're eating cereal in the morning and you have extra milk, you got to put in some more cereal. Just like here, when you have extra gumbo, you got to add some more rice. So we're going to put a 1/3 cup of rice in. Okay. And since we're doing a 1/3 cup of rice, now we have to do our water. Okay. Now we're going to do a little better than that. We'll use my measuring cup, which I can do 2 cups at a time. Not worried about spilling. So 3 cups of rice, 3 cups of water. That's 2. I'm gonna do 1 more. You can put a tad bit more water, just like maybe an 1/8 more, but no more than that. I wouldn't. And as long as it covers it, which it does, covers on top, it's going to be nice. And then I'll just get my spoon, and I'll get another spoon. Kind of steer that in here a little bit. Make sure it's all covered and even. And then we're going to push the button down and let it cook. That rice takes, probably about 15 to 20 minutes to cook, and it'll be nice and soft. We'll be ready to put in the seafood and eat. So we're gonna have a great dinner. I'm gonna do the cornbread real soon, so you can see how I do that. It's simple. It's right off the box. So it's no magic with that and the cornbread. But I'll be back soon. That's good. Welcome back. We're at the last phase, or one of the last phases of the gumbo. We're going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 375. I'm going to go ahead and put in the Jiffy mix, and we're going to make some muffins, some corn muffins. Okay, so that's going to go with the gumbo. Right now, what you don't see, let me see if I can bring that down to you. Okay, right inside there is our shrimp. Okay, so the shrimp is the final phase. So that is the shrimp and the crab leg. So the shrimp is in there. It's the frosting. I'll be paying attention to it. Okay, we'll get that going. Yes, I'll be paying attention to it. Checking the water, see if I need to change the water. The only thing I'm gonna do with these is once they're defrosted, I'm gonna take the tails off, and then I'm just gonna drop them in the pot. As soon as they turn that orange, it's ready. Okay, we don't, once it turns orange, you can eat. We don't want to sit in there too long. That's why I have extra shrimp for later on. So I don't put all the shrimp in there. I put some of the shrimp, some of the crab legs, so that they're fresh, and I don't want them just to sit in there and get soggy. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 375. Go ahead and bake. 375. Start. This right here is simple. Just right off the box. To be honest with you, it's just a simple recipe. Right here, right off the box. Don't do nothing. Don't do it by scratch. I like to cook simple. Now these people have spent a lot of R&D work and money and resources, and who am I to say that I'm better than Jiffy? Okay, so, and this box is good, October 2025. Make sure we have good. So I'm going to put in this 2 boxes. That's going to be 2 eggs and 2/3 milk. Stir it up, and I'm going to grease the pan. I have the pan right here. I'm going to grease the pan with some oil, and then put them in there and let them cook. It take about 15 to 20 minutes to cook. So in that time period, probably be prepping the shrimp and everything. So I need to get 1 more egg out of the refrigerator. So let's see how that works. 1 more egg out of the refrigerator. And I should have just enough milk. Just enough milk. All right. Crack my egg. That in there. Discard the. That's another thing you got to worry about is cross-contaminating with eggs. So we have definitely want to make sure that we get any egg on us to wash our hands. 1/3, 2/3, and we'll just go ahead and stir that up. It'll be a little thick because that's how it goes in thick, and then it just, as it cooks, it'll be perfecto. Oh yeah, stir it up. You stir it up pretty good, get those lumps out of it, you know, so that when you're eating it's nice and smooth. I could use a blender. Sometimes I'll break out my hand blender and then I'll leave half of it on the blender. So. And you can't eat it with that raw egg on the blender. Little thingies. What are they called? Blender, fingers, knives, whatever. Fingers, blades. Okay. So this is looking good. I'm going to put this inside the. That's Millie making all that noise coming down. I'm going to grease up my pan. Once the oven gets to 375, put this inside the oven, and I'm going to start working on the shrimp. Okay. So when we do that, I'll let you know. We'll be back. Time for, you know what, a little bit of eggnog. Not only does this gumbo make me feel good, it tastes so good. Okay. I'm not sure if it's the gumbo or the eggnog, but one of them makes me feel good. Thank you. All right, so I've already prepared the shrimp, took off the tail, so they're good there. I'm just gonna go ahead and put these in the refrigerator while we're doing the cornbread. That way they're good, but they're ready. So what I do is the cornbread mix is already made. I'm already dishing them in. You just need a little bit to do it. I just want to fill up all these pans right here. I've already sprayed it with some spray. This is my baking spray, you know, for greasing the pans. The baking one as opposed to the one I use for like omelets or something like that. And our oven's at 375. So as soon as I finish this, I'm going to put it in the oven, get the shrimp inside the pot, and then we'll be eating soon. Okay. Thank you for sticking with me. We only have a few more steps left before we're eating a great bowl of gumbo. So we're back, and the cornbread is looking good. I'm going to slide this in the oven. That's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. We got it heated up to 375. The gumbo is looking amazing. I wish I could bring you over here, but I'll show you in the picture. Looking amazing. We're getting ready to put the shrimp and the crab legs in. The shrimp is all ready. I'm going to go ahead and pull the shrimp out. The rice is already done. Oh, it looks good. Yes. So it's on warm right now, so that's staying warm. We'll go ahead and and these are some nice big thick shrimps. Put those in there and get those good. I'm probably going to end up putting some more in there. Shrimp, we like a lot of shrimp. We're some shrimp eating people. So probably going to prepare some more shrimp here in a second. Let me wash this off, get this in the dishwasher. I like to keep it nice and clean so that when it's time to eat, it's time to eat. I don't have to like clean things off. So everything's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and probably prepare some more shrimp. This shrimp, once it turns a little orange, it's gonna be good to go. And, pick up my crab legs. Get those a rocking. So we'll be having the crab legs here real soon. Add a little bit more shrimp and we'll be good to go. All right, I can see us eating in the next 20 minutes. Okay, so thank you for hanging with me, and we're almost done our eggnog. So we have about 4 minutes, about 3 minutes and 50 seconds before the cornbread's ready. The shrimp is already inside the pot, and it's looking good. I turn the heat up just a little because once I put the crab legs in, which are still frozen, it's going to cool it down. So I just want to just keep this at a good, proper temperature. I'm going to bring it up to like a boil, and then bring in the crab legs. Right now, everything's looking good. You can see the shrimp, sausage, chicken over here. Nice shrimp, sausage, and chicken, and a nice roux in here. Oh, it's looking so good. I think I need to sample. That's what I need to do. Make sure that all the seasonings are just right. Any good rice cooker has a rice cooker spoon. So I'm just gonna bring it in here. Oh, the rice is perfect. Perfect. And then for scooping, I got a little like my ladle. That's what I use, the ladle to scoop it. Get some of my soup. All about the soup. All about the soup. That's what it looks like right now. Let me go ahead and put my box on that. Yep, so that's what it looks like right there. Let's see, the shrimp, sausage, and the chicken. So this is a little sample. The crab legs are gonna go in here in a second. Once I make sure that this sample is good. It's a big sample, so probably share it below. Perfection. Very good. Very good. I'm gonna heat up. Like I said, when I drop the crab legs in, I want to make sure it has a nice little fire underneath it, so that it doesn't go cold once I put that in there. Next thing you see will be the crab legs inside the pot and the bowls out with the cornbread, and that's ready to rock. Matter of fact, see what the cornbread's looking. Oh, the cornbread's looking good. You can see, I don't know if y'all can see down here, but the cornbread's in here. It's really looking good. I don't want to let the heat out, but yes, that cornbread's looking really good. So we're gonna have an amazing meal. All right, just took out the cornbread, so it's looking good. Just dropped the crab legs inside the pot, so they are cooking now. Yep. Crab legs are cooking. Yeah, crab legs in there. That's a small one. Got some nice big thick ones too in here too. So like I said, Once those crab legs go in there, time to eat. Time to eat. So, thank you for hanging out with me while I cook this amazing gumbo mix soup, or whatever you want to call it, gumbo. Happy New Year's to you guys. Hopefully you have a safe and prosperous 2025. And hopefully you're eating something amazing today and or recovering from last night. But I enjoyed you. Thank you. And I'll see you soon.